come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 24, Wilson. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side with Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Henry running right. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a give right side. Henry. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now a give right side. Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down at 4. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
He hits his target, Lockett, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tony Pollard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And they'll begin on the ground here with Evans. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On now is the Titans punter. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hey, 0-0-0. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Mark check 33.
To throw again on second down. Wilson in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run here with Evans. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Henry again. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And out across midfield down to the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Swinging this out for Pollard. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the Titans' 38-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's caught by Howard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 6. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, deep, tight now. Slam.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Stafford on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. There he goes left side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And some room to work. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big run there by Henry.
52's the mic. Here we go.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They run for it with Carson. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.